Ladies and gentlemen, they, thems, and neos, welcome back to Fox VR, and if you thought this video was going to be interesting today, you clearly did not read the title, as today we are looking at r/not interesting. However, some people misinterpret the subreddit and end up putting interesting things, so it's a little bit of a grab bag today. So with that out of the way, let's get started. This extension hides everything except for the ads, and honestly, I kinda love it. Listen, I'm old, so I grew up around Flash and shit, and I always loved it when websites did cool or weird shit. Like, especially that one website that lets you, like, drag the Google logo around and, like, mess with things. So, like, this right here is, like, right up my alley about, like, things that would make me stop doing that so much. Things that would make me be a little bit giddy. Like, I think I saw another thumbnail at some point that, like, turned every thumbnail on YouTube to a game theory thumbnail. And I also saw another thumbnail that turned everything to Mr. Beast. I love dumb stuff like this. A lot of the comments are talking about, like, what if you use ad block with the anti-ad block? Will it just create a blank page? And honestly, that's an answers I need now, but I don't feel like going and finding that answer myself right now, so I guess that question shall be left unanswered. My new screwdriver requires to be unscrewed to be used. I cannot see this being any other way except for trying to prevent theft, unless the screw is actually a deterrent, so that way you would think, like, can't take the screw out because it's screwed in, but maybe it's just like hand tightened or some shit. You had one job. This is a intentional mistake. We shall never know for sure. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This is too early for the video. So YouTube asks this person whether or not if this is a good suggested video for them, and unfortunately, the video is not used for hanging. YouTube, what did you mean by this? I'm very concerned and very confused. Wait, so how does this shit like this be able to bypass the filters, but people get falsely banned off of YouTube? What the fuck? Anyways, I don't want trains without staff. I don't want to order food through an app. I don't want supermarkets without cashiers. No matter how convenient AI may seem, I don't want a life without human connection. Except that the irony of this one is that this person saw this on Facebook, and it's an AI image bemoaning an AI image. Now, okay, to quickly get my stance out of the way, I tend to use text-based AIs a little bit, but I think art-based AIs are shitty and should not exist, and I hope they all corrupt and die. That being said, fuck this image because it was made with AI. Fuck AI. But how stupid do you have to be? Either unless this is like a super big like marketing stunt, then maybe, but honestly though, are you reading way too much into this? But I could probably assume that trains could run on without staff. They could just be automated. I don't really care if I have to order through an app. It would be a little inconvenient, and there's absolutely no way they're going to have stores without cashiers. I mean, like, Amazon tried something like that, didn't they? Like, they tried to, I can't do quotation marks, Zed, quote, have a, like, AI store where they could track you and shit, and didn't it turn out to be, like, a website that was, like, governed by, like, 1,000 people from India? So it wasn't actually automated? I don't know! I'm also utilizing this camera angle because I think it looks cool. But, like, my grandpa is one of those people who are, like, super, and I mean super, like, bold that text. Sorry. And I mean super against, like, those self-checkouts. Like, hearing the posts about, like, I should get 5% because I went self-checkout. Or, like, even 3% or 1%, whichever one it was. I think they are more convenient. I, unfortunately, am broke. But I mean, who is it, right? But at the same time, it's so much more convenient. I like, because I'm poor, I like being able to see how much money I'm spending and collecting over time. I like being able to take certain items off without having to inconvenience the cashier and just immediately, like, see, oh shit, this can of whatever the fuck was like $12. I ain't paying $12 for that. So I can hit the button that makes it take off, give it to the worker, and call it a day. I don't know where this rant went on to. Anyways, also, one time me and my grandpa, remember, the same one who's against self-checkouts, was in like a Circle K. They straight up told us that we had to use the self-checkout because they had to get so many sales on the self-checkout or their store could close or something like that. It was like super serious. Or like the guy could get fired or something like that. I don't remember the exact consequences, but you get my gist. Like, some of them are forcing people to use that. And take it from me, I worked at a Walmart and I always was around the self-checkouts. I love the self-checkouts. I think they're more convenient. I don't have like super high social anxiety. I've got probably enough, about as much as the normal person, but I think it's just faster. I think it's more convenient. And honestly, I don't care about the drama, though the 5% would be nice. Put that rant timer up. Check out this small lizard. Wow, that thing is tiny. That's also what she told me whenever she saw my penis. But unlike her, I'm a little interested in the tiny thing. So why are you so small? You're like this big. Why are you that? You're not even that big. You're like bigger than a fucking finger. Who are you? Why are you so small and who allowed you to be so small? I can't figure out what this lizard is just by scrolling through the comments. Anyways, I don't know why he's friend-sized, but I hope that lizard has the best life. I finally 100%ed this pin without breaking it or losing it. Honestly, I think there should be categories for like using ink as fast as you can in a ballpoint pen. I mean, I've been close to doing this because I used to handwrite comics, and so I genuinely did make an ink pen run out of ink while trying to draw those comics, even though personally my current canvas of choice is actually a dry erase board. I don't know why, I just like it. Anyways, sidetracking. It is a very good feat about, it's a very good accomplishment about you being able to finish off a pen. Although, why blue ink? Actually, you know what? I was going to say I like blue ink better than black, but I also like black ink. So, I don't know where I was going with that one. Anyways, congratulations. I'm glad you finally finished off that pen. Time to buy another 6-pack and finish all 6 of them. But I think there should be some sort of like office speed runs about like how fast you can like unroll a tape measure from the spool. How many pieces of tape can you take off in a minute? Like that kind of shit. Like if Mr. Beast, but he was boring. You know, what is your pen 100% speed run glitchless time? Finishing a pin speed running percent. That should be a category. Make it happen. This person did not want to pay for a game and they faced the consequences of that. Greetings, this computer was locked and will be nuked in certain days because the image is kind of cut off. If your data is important to you, you can save it by sending us 0.002 Bitcoin. I don't know what that means in like real money, but and then they have a Bitcoin address, which I'm actually going to have them blur. You are not getting free money out of me, but unfortunate, but also you kind of deserve it. I mean, I'm not going to do that. You're not going to get me to say it. I'm not going to quote the meme. I'm not that much of a degenerate. I don't need views that much. Kind of do, but don't steal. And if you do steal, make sure you're doing it in a way where it's not going to damage your fucking data. Don't quote me on that one. Okay, so I guess OP did actually pay the people for the money. Why would you do that? Okay, so this person wrote that that's $213 at the time of writing. I found a funny website to Obamify things. I kept seeing this thing whenever it was popular because this post is 2 months old about this, and I just thought it was interesting and funny. And I even think there's a video that talks about what it took to get it and like how it works like this, even to the point where you could like draw shit and it would slowly turn into Obama. If I can find it, I'll link it in the card up here, but if I don't know. My pencil sharpener is racist. Now, before you accuse me, now this joke is obviously talking about colored pencils. I'm just pretending to edge around slowly around the implications here, but it's clearly talking about colored pencils because what else would it be talking about if it's being a pencil sharpener? I just find it funny it says color and normal. Top 10 times. The comment sections are great on these videos. Top 10 times pencil sharpeners divided the nation. Number 8 will shock you. Gone wrong. Gone sexual. 3 a.m. challenge. Police called. Gone right. Gone up. Where did it go up? I'm now very concerned. So this person commented and said that colored pencils don't get sharpened to a point because it leaves deep lines. The colored side leaves the pencils duller. And the person below said, this is exactly why I fucking love Reddit. Because I had no idea. I used to just think, hey, just sharpen it like a regular pencil. Now, guys, you probably should get your tissues ready. Not for that reason. Get your tissues ready for the saddest story I've ever heard in my life. Man walks up, asks this woman, with flowers in hand, date. but she doesn't look happy, and instead she says no. Man probably felt sad after this, which is why you need to smash like now. 1 like equals 1 cry, and also hopefully that this man gets better, and hopefully that he finds somebody that will appreciate him, because fuck this girl. I know. How dare this woman have standards, opinions, and other stuff? That man brought you flowers. There's a whole entire Bruno Mars song, I think, about somebody not bringing flowers and they ended up breaking up. You should have learned from Bruno Mars. That's one thing I never thought I was going to say. I should have bought you flowers. Don't include that if it sounds like shit. Well, I didn't know today was a fucking Thanks I Hate It video, because fuck, I hate these motherfuckers. And the motherfuckers are cankersaurs. Why the fuck do you have to exist? Why do you have to hurt my mouth? I just want to eat food. I'm fat. I want food. Why you gotta hurt me like this, body? What? I thought we were supposed to be on the same team. In fact, cankersaurs make me so angry so much, I'm actually gonna move locations so we can have some variety in the video. There, I moved to a different location. But yeah, fuck cankersaurs. I spelled GitHub wrong. Honestly, so I could not express how much, like, thankfulness I am of these kind of people who go through the effort to buy misspelled websites and, like, puts the domain saying, like, hey, you put the wrong website in and this could have been used as a scam. Like, I don't remember exactly who made the video, but I know that there was one scam where, like, if you spell Apple wrong, like, it took you to a different address. But luckily somebody already had, like, covered that domain before anybody could do anything malicious with that domain. Like, domains are weird and scary, but I just respect people, like, just being genuinely, I respect people who actually go through the efforts to buy misspelled names and making sure people don't get hurt or injured, get their information stolen, and just protecting people. Honestly, biggest salute ever. Though GitHub is a very fucking drastic misspelling. Anyways, apparently you can start directions while in a plane, which this would be the kind of shit I would do because I'm a nerd and seeing if I could, like, do some shit. Also, is that saying it's 153 miles an hour? That's actually really funny. I like the obvious comments will be like, I think you're speeding a little bit. You might want to slow down. I would love to figure out the equations of figuring out how much this guy is speeding. But yeah, my favorite people are like those who, I'm currently going like 5 or 10 miles over the speed limit and they still act like I'm going too slow. I'm sorry. I would like to get home safe, because if I don't get home safe, I can't record YouTube videos, and I can't keep paying Zen to edit my videos. And what, he might go hungry. Are you gonna hurt this face? I don't know what he put here, but I've got a snail on my arm and you probably don't. Oh my gosh, I'm so fucking jealous. Can you see the jealousy on my face? It's interesting in my life because being a child, like, I would be so willing to pick up snails, slugs, other shit. I've even fucking held a wasp. It was blue. I don't know why. No one could ever explain why that wasp was blue, but I used to be handling that shit, and slugs were my friends. Snails were awesome. Nowadays, I will stay the fuck away from all of that. It's also partially due because, like, slugs and snails can carry diseases and, like, other things. You should look up what a zombie snail is. It's a very interesting thing, to the point where I might make a video about it one day on a short, just because I want to. A shaking effect on a static tattoo. This is the farthest I've seen today of something not being not interesting, if that made any sense. This is fucking interesting. Like, I'm not a big tattoo guy, but this kind of tattoo, like this shit, would be something I would put on my body because I think it's cool. I think it's like, yeah, English is a language. I think it's cool, awesome, and it's just very creative. I just don't know how you do the actual fading. I also just wonder, like, with the faded ink, if that's gonna, like, fade out faster than the big, like, the big black letters. I guess this picture gets posted a lot because someone said, like, interesting, but this has been reposted a lot, so it's no longer interesting. Evolution of the Duolingo widget. After I stopped using it because I wanted to see it suffer. Okay, I'm always for torturing the Duolingo bird. So it's got the first one, which is like, no, just crying because the streak was lost. How are you already dead by day 5? 1 week? Even more dead? I guess he's Jesus, he's been resurrected. Praise the bird, hallelujah. 9 days ghosted by you. 10 days since you left me alone to be in this paradise of not being 100% accurate as far as I heard. Ready to come back. 15 days
ghosted by you. Wow.
This evolution is actually kind of funny. 19 days missing you. It's been years. 5 weeks of missing you. 40 days waiting for you. Hello? Try chess as the last resort. I like the idea of chess being the last resort for Duolingo. I thought the bird was supposed to kidnap your family if you don't do your fucking Spanish lessons. I don't know, might have been a changed man. So this one got deleted, but the title of the post is still worrying enough where I'm still going to read it. I'll tell my girlfriend that we need something from the store just so I can eat a pizza in the bathroom at Target without her knowing. This is probably some bullshit I would pull to, not gonna lie. I don't know about eating the pizza in the bathroom at Target, but I've definitely walked around Walmart. Walmart has those hot meals, right? If you haven't had those before, they are a very good deal. I'm being /Jen here. They're very good deals because you get 3 sides for $6. So a lot of the times I'll go around and kind of graze on those meals. I obviously pay for it, but I'll eat while I'm shopping so that way I can not shop hungry. Because sometimes the mattresses are very yummy. And also the lamps, because this is a moth dog. In case you haven't seen the fucking wings. This one's kind of funny. I just was scrolling on the subreddit before I ended the video and this one just popped up. And since I'm doing a Christmas style video today, I think it'd be funny. My hear him ornament broke and now it has preferred pronouns. Honestly, that is very funny, very great. Accidentally wonderful. That's probably why I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much for chilling with me. I actually had a lot of fun with this one. For a subreddit not being interesting, this one actually was very fun to cover. And I might cover it again here soon. And I might be doing a different style of video next week. Fingers crossed if I can get the other person to play this with me. It's a Minecraft video, a very original, but it's only an interesting take. And that's all I'm going to give you on that. If you like this video, be sure you check out this video, which is very similar and YouTube thinks you will like it. And right over my face is who edited this video and tolerated my bullshit. Be sure to check out Zen. He doesn't post any content, but he does live stream and your support is always appreciated. Be sure to tell him if I sent him your way. With that out of the way, and this over my face, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. See ya.